Hi, I'm Chris Luck, founder of Alphapreneur.com, the social network for entrepreneurs, and today you are going to discover how to create content for a membership site. So this is going to be a really fun live stream, and we have people coming in from all over the world right now. So if you are here live in the chat, just let me know where you are from in the chat. And then I know I asked that earlier, but then the chat has been crazy, and I've lost track of where the part was where everyone was letting me know where they're from. So if you can let me know where you're from, I will. I would love to let everybody know that is watching the recording of this know just who's here live. And for those of you that don't know, if this is the first time that you've seen one of these videos, I go live every day of the week, Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Central to just help entrepreneurs start a business and grow a business, and really giving you all the tools and all the skills and everything you need to succeed as an entrepreneur. So I just really want to thank you all that take the time out of your day to show up live, because I know you could always come back to the YouTube channel and just watch the recording of this, but showing up live is what really makes this special. So just taking a look here at the live chat, we've got Randall from Vancouver, Canada. We have Marvin from Alabama. We have Terry coming in from Maine. We have Blanche from New Zealand. We have Thomas from sunny Dallas, Texas. We've got Ronald probably sitting with his feet in the sand in Barbados. We've got Derek from Atlanta. We've got Jeff from Florida. We have Dan from San Diego, sunny San Diego, going surfing after this. We've got Desiree. We've got Kevin from Sacramento. We've got Magnus from Sweden. Desiree's from Oklahoma. And we've got, we have an amazing crowd here live. So thank you all again for being here live. And then for today's agenda, we are going to dive into quite a few things with creating content for a membership site. We're going to talk about my wagon wheel system for creating your content, because just having a membership site and just throwing content on there is not going to get you members. You need to really use the wagon wheel system to be able to really turn your visitors into members. We're going to talk about where to get content that's already written. So if you don't already have content and you need to get content for your membership site, but maybe you don't want to write, maybe you don't want to hire a writer, then I'm going to show you how to go out there and get content that's already written. And then also I'm going to talk about how to make your content convert visitors that come to your membership site into paying members. I'll talk about how to get one-on-one help from me after this live stream if you would like to have some help from me and then everybody here in the community that is building membership sites. I'm going to show you where to go to get that. We're going to get into live Q&A for all of you that are here live. I will answer your questions live. Then we're going to have a winner announcement for a free prize. So a lot going on today. It's not just a 7-minute YouTube tutorial on how to create content. That's the thing with these live streams, is they are packed full of information, and you can go back and watch any of the previous live streams on the YouTube channel and just read the comments on the videos to see the power that really comes from these live streams. So first off, what I want to talk about is the wagon wheel system. So when you're creating content for your membership site, it's really important that you take some of your content, I would say the majority of your content on your membership site, and lock it up, meaning that the only people that can get that content are paying members. And then you also need other parts of your membership site with content that is just your flagship content, like really good, high quality content that is free. Because then what you're going to do is send people to the free content to really consume what it is that you have to offer. And then when they want to continue, then they can, and dive deeper, then they can actually get into your paid content. So to do that, let's just jump over to, I'm going to jump over to my browser here, and I don't have anything to write on other than my mouse. And this is going to look like a fourth grade Microsoft Paint project. So I just want to, when I say wagon wheel, it's one thing to hear wagon wheel, but what I want to do is actually draw it out just so you can see it. So imagine for a second, this is horrible, trying to draw with a mouse. So this is the center of your wagon wheel, obviously, right? And then we are going to just write F for free. So this is going to be your free content. And then what you want to do is imagine your wagon wheel. This is also could probably look like a spider that my 7-year-old would draw. So imagine the spokes of a wagon wheel, right? So all of these spokes would be, I'm not going to put P next to them, but all of these spokes, well, why not? Why not? This is kind of entertaining. So we're going to put P next to all of the spokes. And then what this means is that all of the spokes is going to be your paid content that is part of your membership site. And then the center is your wagon wheel, is the hub, right? The hub and spoke. So it's the center, and that's going to be your free content. So I want you to, when you're thinking about, actually, to make this look like a wagon wheel, we're going to draw a big circle. Okay. So there we go. A spider has 8 legs. How many legs on there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's not quite a spider. Maybe a spider with a with a lost leg, or I could call it the spider principle. But it's we're calling it the wagon wheel, and because this is the way that I look at content whenever I build membership sites. And for those of you that don't know, I've been actually building membership sites myself since 2007. Done over $25 million with membership sites. So actually getting people to read content that is free, and then ultimately getting them to pay to be a member of your membership site, that has been my business model for quite a while. And then before that, I've actually been building businesses online since 99, so 21 years now. So I know a thing or two when it comes to, marketing and laying out businesses properly to actually, make it a sustainable business. So this isn't just, some random training from some guy on YouTube that is in black and white on the top corner of your screen. So that's this. So that looking at this is the wagon wheel. So what I want you to think about is when you are laying out the content for your membership site, I like to do it in a spreadsheet. So imagine you're looking at a spreadsheet, and then you've got like all of your pieces of content that you want to put in your membership. Well, what I like to do is take one piece of content that could be like the hub, like the center of the wagon wheel, that's going to be your free piece of content, and then that's going to be your longest piece of content. That's going to be much longer. It doesn't have to be much longer, but I like to make it much longer and much more detailed and in-depth than the paid pieces of content, because I like to use that as like the show-off piece or the flagship piece or the spotlight piece or whatever, however you want to position it. Basically a piece that if you sent a friend, a family member, or anybody to look at that piece of content that would be in the center of the wagon wheel, they would be like, oh my gosh, this is amazing information. Like, I want more. And then when they want to get more, then that is when they need to become a member. So hopefully this is making sense so far. So knowing that I like to build my membership sites using this wagon wheel philosophy, and I actually did a live stream yesterday, and I was trying to explain it like a skyscraper technique, but then it was really confusing to explain. So then I thought about it and slept on it, and I woke up this morning and it occurred to me like it's more of a wagon wheel than it is a skyscraper. So it looks like Alistair says the screen is blurry, or is it your eyes? For me, it looks like it's fine. Is the screen okay for everybody else? I have 2 daughters right now that are 7. Well, I've always had daughters. Well, not always, but they're 7 and 9. So I guess I've had daughters for 9 years now. So I have 2 daughters that are 7 and 9, and they're both on Zoom calls right now with their school because we're all locked down because of the COVID-19 stuff. And so they're on Zoom calls on their iPads, and then I'm trying to live stream on YouTube. So our internet is probably just like, pushed to the max right now. So keep an eye on the live stream for those of you that are saying that it might be blurry. Take a look at what other people are saying to make sure if it's not you. So anyway, this is so what I like to do with the wagon wheel is the system is to pick one piece of content. So I will say for this one, I'm going to do this live and just show you what it looks like. I'm not just going to talk in philosophy. I'm going to actually in ideas. I'm going to actually show you what it looks like. So for instance, I have a membership site called Health Confidential that I'm building out right now on a platform called Ghost. And if you want to know about that, you can go look at previous live streams that I've done on the Alphapreneur YouTube channel, and then you can see that. So I'm not going to talk about the platform, how to use it and all that. There's a whole nother two-hour live stream that I did on that. So what we're going to do here is looking at the content that is going in my membership site. I'm going to take one piece of content. So I'll do this one here at the very top. And then just for my own reference, I might, just make that like blue, just so I know that like this is the center of the wagon wheel. And then what I want to do is if the center of this in my flagship piece of content is going to be the ketogenic diet, your easy beginner guide to keto, then I want to make sure I have other articles, at least 3 other articles. It would be ideal. It would be nice to have like up to 10, but at least 3 to start with to be spokes off of your wagon. You can add more spokes to your wagon wheel. The more spokes you have, the better. But knowing that if somebody came and they were reading an article about the ketogenic diet, your easy beginner's guide to keto, then they might also be interested in the 21 foods to eat on a keto diet. So then I might, highlight this, and then I might highlight that green. And then I might want to come down and find others that I know that have been written that is also going to be part of this wagon wheel. And the reason I like to use the wagon wheel principle is that because it's all around the same topic. You don't want to have like the center of your wagon wheel be talking about one, like topic A, like let's say the keto diet, but then all of your spokes are talking about, intermittent fasting and, the paleo diet and the Weight Watchers and, how to work out without weights. None of it makes sense. You need to make sure that your wagon wheel and everything inside of it all makes sense. So, the center of it would be the ketogenic diet, then 21 foods to eat on a keto diet, how to lose weight fast in just 3 simple steps. And then I would come down and find, some others that might be about keto. So if I just do a find and replace here, I know there's a couple others. So here's 11 surprising signs that you're in ketosis. So let's say these 3 that are in green would be like my first 3 spokes. So the blue is going to be the center. And then these 3 green ones are going to be ones that are going to be paid, meaning that I want to send traffic to the center of the wagon wheel, what's in blue, which is going to be it's going to be free. It's not going to have any locked gated content, but then I want to recommend other pieces of content that I have that is in the members area, all within that wagon wheel. Is this making sense so far? If it is, just let me know in the chat, because I want to make sure this is really technical, and I guess it could be really technical, but I want to make sure that it makes sense to all of you. And then moving forward, now that you understand the wagon wheel and kind of the system and like how it works, let's take a look at the chat. Yep, it looks like it's making sense to everybody, so thank you so much. So it looks like Telly says yes, Thomas says yes, Jamie says yes, makes sense, Liz says yes, so thank you. All right, so before we actually get into putting the content on our membership site, I'm going to imagine for a second that, and then I see much more yeses coming in, so thank you so much for all the yeses. Because that helps me know that what I'm teaching is actually making sense. Because if it's not making sense, then I have to go back and make sure it does. So now that you understand like the wagon wheel system and the principle, and then you know that how I like to do it is on a spreadsheet like this and just highlighting, one color is going to be the center and then other colors is all going to be all the spokes. Well, let's say you don't know, you don't know what to create. Like you don't know what content to write, or you don't want to even create the content, or you don't want to hire a writer. You want to go out there and just buy content that's maybe already exists. Well, the secret to being able to find content that's already out there, there is a whole world of what is called private label rights. And you could just type in PLR and you can find there are massive websites out there called the plrstore.com. And what these websites is that you can actually buy existing books, you can buy articles, you can buy graphics, you can buy software, you can buy all this stuff that's super cheap. And instead of people creating this content and then selling it to a consumer, they're selling it to business owners, to people like us that are creating membership sites. So what you can do here is you can actually, knowing what PLR is, if you don't have your content yet and you haven't written your content yet, then you could just type in, and you want to maybe do something about keto. You could do keto PLR. Oh, not PLOR, keto PLR. And then you're going to find there are, there's so much information out there. And again, this is just recommended if you're just getting started and you don't really have any content at all and you just want to maybe buy some content. So you can see here, there's just all of these books and cookbooks and videos and plans, like a 30-day plan, like all this stuff. Like you don't have to create it. If you wanted to just buy this, you could buy what's already been written and you have the rights to it. So you can change it however you want. You can rename it however you want. You can look at usually all of these types of products come with terms. So the terms is like, yes, can be sold. Yes, can be used for personal use. Yes, can be actually packaged with other products. Yes, you can modify everything. So you want to make sure you read to make sure that you can get, the rights to be able to do what you want. Another one is what is it, buyqualityplr.com. So you could come here. And again, I found this just by going to Google and typing in what it is that you want content on, and then followed by the word PLR. And then you can just find all of this stuff out there. So you don't have to hire a writer. You don't have to write it from scratch. You could just buy existing books and ebooks and all that, and then extract it out. And when I say extract it out, the best way to think about this is, let's say keto diet recipes. So here is for $3.99, you can get the rights to 10 high quality keto diet recipes. And these are articles. So imagine for a second, this right here that you would get for $3.99, this would actually be an entire wagon wheel. You would take like one recipe, break it out, and make that the center, and then you would have all your other recipes be locked up content that would be for members only. And you're basically, you buy one product like this, but then you break it out into a wagon wheel. So hopefully that makes sense for everybody as far as PLR content, because I know some people out there that want to have membership sites. They don't want to write the content. They don't want to hire a writer. They don't have much money to invest in anything, which makes total sense because not a lot of people do when you're just getting started. So this is like the most affordable way to go out there and get your content. Okay, so that is that was on the agenda, was to where to get content that's already written if you don't have content. And then now what I want to get into is show you how you can actually make your content convert visitors into members. Now this is crucial because if you have a crappy looking membership site and maybe it's like built on WordPress with a really bad theme, and you have all these plugins that aren't working together, and you're trying to send people to ClickFunnels for funnels, and you've got too many moving parts and elements. You're not going to have a business. You're not going to have a successful business because no one's going to join because you're sending them to too many different places, or at the end of the day, your membership site just looks like garbage. So, I mean, you want to really start with the design and the aesthetics of your membership site and make sure that it looks high quality. Make sure it does not look like those PLR websites we just went to, because those sites were probably built in like the early 2000s or maybe even late 90s. So you want to really have your membership site really, really aesthetically pleasing. So as far as the very first thing when you want to think about conversion, and you need to think about design. So if we go take a look here at Health Confidential, which is my membership site that was on WordPress. Well, actually it was on Kajabi years ago, and then I moved it to WordPress, and now I'm moving it to Ghost, which I talked about in a previous live stream. You can go watch if you haven't seen that yet. So it's on Ghost, and on Ghost you can see like just aesthetically, like it's beautiful. And I built this out in a very short amount of time. On one live stream, I built this whole thing out, so you could actually go and watch that previous live stream to see what it looks like. And actually, I'll put a link to it in this description once this live stream is over, so you can just have a link to go watch that if you need to. So aesthetically, you want to go with a theme that looks just beautiful. So this is the theme that I'm using. And again, I'm not going to cover like where to get it and all that, or what the name of the theme is. That's in another live stream. So once you have the aesthetics down and you know that you're going to have a beautiful looking site because you're using the right platform, you're using the right theme, everything is all styled properly, which means you don't have to worry about design. It's all done for you. You have the right images, which you can actually get for free using Ghost, which I showed you in the last live stream. Then the next thing you want to do is actually plan out your content in a way that is going to convert your visitors into members. Now, to be able to convert your visitors into members, you have to go back to the wagon wheel principle and think about the center article that's free. That is going to be the article that you are going to send all of your traffic to. You do not want to send traffic to pages that only like a couple sentences are visible, and then it says, hey, if you want to continue with this article, you need to sign up. Like, nobody's going to do that. The people that can pull that off, if we just go to take a look at, we go to Wall Street Journal, the people that can pull that off are people like the Wall Street Journal. So if we let's go to their tech section here, and if we just click on a couple of their articles, you will see what I mean here. And this is actually called, paywalled content, or people also refer to it as content gating. And what this means is that they show like a couple lines of text, and then it fades out, and it's like, to read the full story, you got to subscribe or sign in. And then people will do it because they know the Wall Street Journal. They know it's good quality journalism. They know it's good quality content. So they don't have to do a lot of selling. But unfortunately, if you are just getting started with a membership site, unless you are an influencer or an existing brand that someone really knows and trusts and, knows, likes, and trusts you, then and unless you're one of those, you're not going to be able to pull this style off. So you have to go back to the wagon wheel and then have your free piece of content be a really good, high quality, full-blown free piece of content, an article that someone can read that's very visual, it's very engaging, it's very informative. And then within that article, you can recommend other articles that people can go read, that then those articles are the locked articles. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to show you what this looks like. All right, so inside, well, actually, before we go inside behind the scenes on how to lay this out, actually, I will go behind the scenes. Let's just do that. So I'm inside of my Ghost account, so I'm going to go to my admin, and then from the admin, we're going to just go to posts. And then these are just the initial posts that I have on this brand new membership site that I'm building out on Ghost. So if you take a look here, these are keto related articles. There's a couple in here about fasting because I just built a wagon wheel out around keto. I'm about to build another one out around fasting. So that's why you see a couple of fasting articles in here. But for the keto one, we go back and look at my spreadsheet. Remember, ketogenic diet, your easy beginner's guide to keto. We go back to the wagon wheel. That's going to be the center. That's going to be the free one. Okay, so when we go take a look inside, this is going to be the ketogenic diet, a detailed beginner's guide to keto. You'll notice it's even starred, and that means it's featured, which means that if I go into this article, I'll just show you where it's at. So you go into the article, there is a button you can actually click on. I got to pull it up in view so you can see it, called Feature This Post. And when you click on Feature This Post, it'll actually put it on your homepage on Ghost, which is really cool. So if you all have watched the previous live stream and you're kind of following along here, then and if you're wondering, like, how did I get an article like here, up here on featured on the homepage, that's all you have to do. You go into your article, choose feature post, and it's going to make that feature. And you can do multiple featured posts on your homepage, and it'll make it look beautiful with a slider and all of that. So as far as your article itself, that is going to be the center of your wagon wheel, you want to make it just really lengthy, really meaty, really helpful. And then I like to always write my content and have my content written for my membership sites to solve people's problems. So the problems, just starting at the title here, and again, this is going back to how to make your content convert visitors into members, is first we know it's design. You need to have aesthetically, it needs to look beautiful. It needs to look high end. It needs to look just like it's made from a major publication. So now that you understand, design, then you also need to think about the content itself needs to solve someone's problem. Now, the ketogenic diet is something that's, been trending for a while now, and it still is actually. And with the ketogenic diet, a lot of people don't know where to start. If you're a beginner, there's people that are trying to sell you shakes. They're trying to sell you programs. They're trying to sell you challenges. They're trying to sell you all this different stuff. So if somebody could just come across a detailed beginner's guide and then not have to pay for it, not have to put in their email to read it or any of that, that's going to help them. They have a problem. They don't know where to start with keto. So the solution is a detailed beginner's guide. So when they come here and then they're reading through this, you can see, by the way, the formatting, if you're using Ghost, because I know I had some questions on yesterday's live stream about this, is that the formatting looks really weird whenever you're writing it in Ghost. Look how much space is in between these bullets. It doesn't look like natural, right? And maybe you don't like the look of the font. This is just this is not how it's going to look when you actually hit publish. This is just inside of the editor, inside of Ghost. When you actually go look at the article, let's click on the article itself on the site, you can see it has a beautiful image, and then it's formatted. It's better. It's formatted like it should be formatted. There's no big spacing between all the bullets. There's H1 tags, which makes the sections in bold, and it's just bullets, and it's an H1 heading. So whenever you go into Ghost and you're kind of writing the stuff out, and you're like, man, I do not want my article to look like this, don't worry about it. Whatever theme you're using, when you hit publish and you go look at it on the site, whatever theme is using for the styling, for the body font, the heading font, and all of that, it'll apply all of that. So you don't have, so what I just recommend going through and then writing your article out. Again, this is the center of your wagon wheel. It's really detailed, and you can you could go to Health Confidential and then just, well, right now it's on healthconfidential.ghost.io. You can go there and then just see what it looks like in person. If you want to look at on your device, on your mobile device or your desktop or whatever, you can do that. And then eventually, once I get enough articles or enough wagon wheels on here, then I'm actually going to switch over healthconfidential.com over to this, which is on Ghost. Because right now it's all on WordPress because that was what it was previously built on. And I don't like it anymore. There's a lot breaking with it just because of plugin updates and all that. So I'm not even supporting anything with WordPress anymore. I'm just moving everything over to Ghost. So so this is what the center of a wagon wheel post looks like. I mean, it's really long. Again, it's really helpful. You want to literally include everything you possibly can to solve whatever problem you're trying to solve that someone might have. Okay, so if we come here and actually look at it, so just to show you, someone's going to start off and they're probably wondering, where to start with a ketogenic diet. They're a beginner. So think about this. If you are a beginner and you're Googling or you're posting on Twitter or you're posting on Facebook about, you want to get started with a ketogenic diet, then you come to this article. Imagine you come to this article, and I'm, by the way, I'm going to eventually I'm going to sprinkle pictures and other things throughout this article as well. Right now, it's just all written content because I want you to see it in its raw form. So you would come to this article and it's like, what is a ketogenic diet? Here it is. Here's the different types of keto diets. Here's how ketogenic diets can help you lose weight. What about keto diets for diabetics? What about other health benefits? What kind of foods should you avoid? I mean, these are questions that people are going to be asking when they are trying to figure out if they should go on a ketogenic diet or not. What kind of foods can you eat? Here's all the foods you can eat. Again, I'll have pictures and all the stuff with it and make it look visually pleasing when I've got more time to do that. I just wanted to build out this article so you could see it on this live stream. What about a keto meal plan? Like, what do you actually eat? Like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, like all that. So here's a keto meal plan. Again, I'm not selling any of this stuff. I'm just giving it all to them for free. What about some healthy snacks? Well, here's some ketogenic healthy snacks. What about what if you go out to eat? What kind of food can you eat when you go out to eat? What about side effects? Yeah, I've heard there's a lot of side effects about keto. Well, how do I not have side effects? Well, here's how to minimize the side effects. What about supplements? Well, here's a bunch of supplements. Do you have more questions? Here's frequently asked questions. Like this article, I'm not charging for. I'm not asking for an email address. I could have wrapped this up in an ebook and then sold it, for $7 or whatever these marketers try to do these days. But what I'm going to do is just give it all away for free. Because then at the very bottom, this is where we make our money. And this is where we actually convert a visitor into a member. So you give away the whole article for free. You sprinkle in infographics and images and whatever you want to do to really make it, again, aesthetically pleasing for the readers and really just blow their minds with the content. You don't want to just blow their minds with the words. You want to blow their minds with words and visuals and everything that you possibly can. So then whenever you come down a little further, once you get to the bottom of that article that's going to be free, the center of your wagon wheel, this is where we are going to then recommend all the spokes to our other articles that are related. So our other spokes that are related, I'm going to read this aloud so you can understand this is copywriting. This is like copywriting 101. If you want to get really, really good at this, you can't just go copy and paste someone's script or anything like that to be able to convert visitors into members. You need to just really practice and read copywriting books, practice copywriting, really immerse yourself and get addicted to wanting to learn everything you can about copywriting because that's just what's going to make you better about doing this. I see in the chat, thanks Chris, Sparks Fly. I'm glad this is helping for those of you that are, by the way, if this is all helping, let me know in the chat because I see the chat got a little quiet and it's probably because you're taking notes or you're paying attention. So thank you for that as well. So I'm going to read through this because I want you to understand with the wagon wheel system, when you're sending people to a free article and to get people to want to click through to go to these spokes, you really need to sell them on the click. You need to sell them on why they want to go further. So you don't want to just say, like this article, here's some other articles. Like, no, you don't want to do that. You need to sell them why they really want and they need the other articles that you have for them, which is going to be the locked and the gated content that we're going to pull off that's very Wall Street Journal-esque, okay? So I'm going to read this aloud. So imagine you just stumbled across this article because you were asking some question somewhere online about the keto diet, and someone recommended this article to you, or maybe you saw an ad for this article. However you want to actually drive traffic here is where I'm going with that. So imagine someone came here and then they read through the article and they're just like, mind is blown, and they're ready to continue. Well, here's how they would so put yourself in those shoes. I'm going to read this. Ready to give keto a try? Wait. You're not being told about many of the most important keto breakthroughs being discovered by leading doctors and medical research centers. There's no big conspiracy, it's just these breakthroughs don't usually get much publicity. That's because they're reported in medical journals intended for doctors such as the New England Journal of Medicine, the Journal of American Medical Association, Lancet, the American Heart Journal, among many others. Or in some cases, these discoveries are made in prestigious health centers in other parts of the world and receive little or no coverage in the U.S. media. So I'm setting up the spokes of my wagon wheel to let them know, like, hey, there's some more content out there that you really need to know about, and you're not going to find it anywhere. You got to let them know they're not going to find what you're about to recommend to them anywhere else because of what you've put together for them. So continuing on. In still other cases, highly respected medical doctors uncover these breakthroughs, and I could actually say keto breakthroughs, in clinical studies in their own practices. They report their findings to professional medical societies, but these discoveries often escape the notice of mass media. So again, I'm letting them know even further that what I'm about to reveal to them, they're not going to be able to find anywhere else. All of this leaves gaping holes in the health information, and I should say health information related to keto or something along those lines you should be getting. Yet these underreported discoveries can be of tremendous importance to you and those who you love. That's why we created Health Confidential. So I set up, if they want to continue really going down this journey of, losing weight with keto, we've got some really good stuff for them. And then I let them know that's why we created Health Confidential, which is the name of the membership site, which is the name of the publication, however you want to position it. So until Health Confidential came along, if you wanted to try to keep on top of new keto developments and scientific keto breakthroughs, you would have to subscribe to a shopping cart full of professional medical journals and newsletters. So again, I'm letting them know you would have to pay a lot of money to get more information about this. And you'd have to spend a king's ransom for the privilege. You might also have to get a medical degree to understand many of the articles, but now that's changed thanks to Health Confidential. So that all of this is like sales copy. This is like sales page 101, but it's all put in, like really condensed into like mini sales copy. Okay, it's like a mini sales letter, and I'm going to put this at the bottom of every flagship free piece of content that is going to be in my center of my wagon wheel. So you really only have to write that one time and then maybe make some tweaks each time that you want to add it to a new piece. Like for instance, if we go up here and we say, you are not being told about many of the most important keto breakthroughs. So whenever I do another wagon wheel about intermittent fasting, you're not being told about many of the most important intermittent fasting breakthroughs. If I'm talking about the paleo diet, you're not being told about many of the most important paleo breakthroughs. So I really take the time to write it one time. And then again, the way you write this stuff is just read a lot of copywriting books, as many copywriting books as you can that you can buy on Amazon, read them. And then you can write something like this. And you write something like this that is real, and then you can reuse it for all of your wagon wheel pieces. And then at the very bottom, once I've set them up to let them know, like, okay, there's more stuff that they need to know, but they can't get it anywhere else except inside Health Confidential. I say, here are our top 3 studies you can read right now that will give you a shortcut to success during your keto journey to weight loss. Now, again, if this was intermittent fasting, here are our top 3 studies you can read right now that will give you a shortcut to success during your intermittent fasting journey to weight loss. If it's the paleo diet, same thing. And then what I'm going to do, I'm starting off with 3 because I just have 3 in here at the time of doing this live stream, but eventually I want to have 10. And when I have 10, I'll put 10 here, and then I'll probably even put images next to them because, again, I want to make it visually pleasing. But what the whole purpose of this live stream right now is how to create content for your membership site, not how to design, not how to do any of that. I have other live streams for that. For now, I'm just showing you how to create the content, how to structure the content, how to apply copywriting, where to put like your mini sales letter at the bottom of every free article that you have. And then you can go in and doctor it up and tailor it up and make it look pretty with images and stuff on at another time. So check this out. So they finished reading, they went online, they were looking up information about the keto diet. They found the center of your wagon wheel, your free piece of content. You didn't have links going out to affiliate offers or anything like that. It was just all hardcore, really helped them piece of content. They got to the bottom of your content. And then if they loved what you just gave them for free, and then you have a little bit of sales copy at the bottom of that article saying, wait a minute, before you continue your journey, we have even better stuff for you. Then they're gonna be like, holy crap, like what I just read was incredible. I can't imagine what these other things are gonna be like. So then you have your links to your other things, and then watch, I'm gonna open these up. And then when I open if they were to click on any of these, if they clicked on 21 foods to eat on a keto diet, it's going to take them to this. And notice at the top left, it says premium. That's because this is gated content. So they're going to come here. They're going to see 21 foods to eat on a keto diet. And then it starts off letting them know research shows that this low carb, high fat diet works really well for weight loss, epilepsy, and diabetes. There's also evidence that it's beneficial for some cancers, Alzheimer's, and other diseases. Here's what we found, ... Then it's going to say, you don't have access to this post at the moment, but if you upgrade your account, you'll be able to see the whole thing as well as other posts in the archive. Subscribing only takes a few seconds and will give you immediate access. Then it says access all of our content, register and access all of our content, our stories, and help us stay independent and enjoy exclusive content with constant updates. They hit sign up. It's going to take them to where they put in their email address. And then after they put in their email address, an email is going to go out to them saying, click this button in this email to activate your account. They click that button, and that's basically going to prevent you from having to worry about having your email database full of spam and fake email addresses. So they're going to click the button to activate their account, and then it's going to take them to the pricing page, which for Health Confidential is $27 a month or $247 a year. So that is, again, that's kind of the whole how I like to create content for a membership site in 2020 and beyond. And this changed dramatically and radically over the last, since 2007. Literally almost every 2 to 3 years, I have to change the way that I build my membership sites because the industry evolves, platforms evolve, platforms get outdated, plugins get outdated, things break, new things come onto the scene, and you always have to kind of adjust and pivot and update your business, as the internet evolves and people evolve. So what I'm showing you right now is working right now in 2020 and beyond. And this is what I'm moving any content-based membership site that I have, I would move on to this strategy. Now, as far as other things that you have or any questions that you have as far as like, what about this platform? What kind of plugins you have? Again, I've already covered that in the previous live stream that I did that I'll link up to in this description below. When I'm done with this live stream, I'll put the link so you can go and watch it if you'd like. So literally, that is how you now know the wagon wheel system. You know where to get content that's already written if you don't want to write it yourself. You know how to make your content convert visitors into members. And then moving forward, like I said, I've been building membership sites since 2007, done over $25 million with membership sites. There's a few things that I know that works and doesn't work when it comes to membership sites. So now that you understand everything you need to know, if you want to get one-on-one help from me after this live stream, then like I mentioned, I'm the founder of Alphapreneur. Alphapreneur is the social network. It's the world's first and only social network for entrepreneurs. And inside of Alphapreneur, to join, all you have to do is just go to alphapreneur.com. And when you join by going to alphapreneur.com, then this is what Alphapreneur, like inside Alphapreneur, looks like. So there is a section that you can go to called courses. And then one of the courses that I went to is called Membership Method. And inside of this Membership Method course, if I scroll down here, you're going to see these are all previous trainings I've done about building a membership site. And ghost.org is what you just saw. So I did that live stream yesterday, and that's in here right now. So if you click on ghost.org session 14, it'll take you to where you can see that. So you know what? I'll still link it up inside of in the YouTube description, since I said I would. but it's also in here as well inside of Alphapreneur. The publishing strategy, step 15, that's what I'm covering right now. And then step 16 is conversation marketing. So let's say you already have your membership site already built out and you've got your wagon wheels in there, you've got all your content positioned properly. Then moving forward, as far as getting people to your membership site, there are so many things that you can do these days to get members to your membership site. There's paid ads, there's Facebook, there's Twitter, there's Snapchat, there's TikTok, there's LinkedIn, there's this, there's that. I mean, it's never ending. But at the end and I could have, and I was going to make a bunch more steps showing you how to get members on all those platforms. But honestly, there's one overarching strategy that works on just about every platform out there. And it's just simply conversation marketing. So tomorrow I'm going to do a live stream talking and showing examples of conversation marketing in action. So once you have your membership site and you have that free piece of content in the center of your wagon wheel, and you're ready to send traffic to it so people can read it, you can help people, and then ultimately they want to continue, and then you can get them to click on your other articles and then sign up to unlock everything, then that's all going to be covered in conversation marketing. And then conversation marketing can, again, I say it's overarching because it works across it works across just about every major social network, but it doesn't quite work on Pinterest. However, you want to use Pinterest for your membership site. I avoided Pinterest for years until recently. I came onto Pinterest because I had a lot of people asking if I could share some training on Pinterest. So I jumped into Pinterest and messed around with it myself. Blew my mind on how cheap you can get traffic from Pinterest and how easy you can get traffic from Pinterest organically. So both organically and paid. So I'm going to have a couple more sessions for this new version of membership method I'm going to be doing. I'm going to do all these live. So I'll do the publishing strategies now. Conversation marketing I'll do tomorrow, and then Pinterest I'll do the day after, and that's going to tie up or finish up membership method inside of Alphapreneur. So that is, if you want ongoing help, not only is there membership method sitting inside of Alphapreneur for you, but you can also, if you click on groups inside of Alphapreneur, there is a group that I have that I just created called membership sites. So this is brand new. So if you click on membership sites, this is a private group that you can only get inside of Alphapreneur, where there's inside of Alphapreneur, there's no ads, there's no tolerance for affiliate links or people like spamming or anything like that. They're kicked out immediately. So it's just a really helpful, friendly, fun environment of people that are just helping each other. So you can come in here and then you can post questions, and you can see people are sharing, they want suggestions and all of that. So we're in here helping each other inside of a private environment. So if you want one-on-one help that you would like to get from me after this live stream, then that is where you go. You just go to alphapreneur.com to sign up and become a member. And for those of you that are here live, if you can let me know if you are a member, just let me know that you are a member in the live chat. And then I want to just let everybody, I want to show the world, like all the members that are actually inside of Alphapreneur right now that are here on the live chat, because it's here on the live stream, because it is truly one of the most inspiring and uplifting communities that I've ever seen in my life. And you've all probably seen this in the live chat if you've been here, just how helpful everybody is. So just to take a look here at the live chat, we have Lou Ward as a member, we have Jamie Proctor as a member, we have Janice Robinson as a member, we have Derek Burton as a member. By the way, you can reach out and connect with all of these individuals inside of Alphapreneur. We have Ronald as a member, we have Liz Lawless as a member, we have Scott, live here, Tony is a member, thank you Tony, Blanche is a member, Thomas is a member, Lauren, member for life. We have Werner as a member. So not only are the Alphapreneurs that are inside of the Alphapreneur network in there helping each other, but they're also always showing up here live because they're constantly consuming and just consuming more information to become a better entrepreneur. And again, that is what these live streams is all about, is to really give you, thank you Adil saying I'm a happy member. Doc is a member. So yeah, David's a member. There's just so many founding members and lifetime members that are in here. So thank you so much for being here live. And for those of you that are watching this live stream wondering what the heck is all this? And what is Alphapreneur? And if you want more, this is what happens. So I teach live for free on YouTube because I feel like all information should be free. I've used to charge for courses in the past, and I've done webinars and all that to sell courses in the past, and that's how I sold Membership Method. in the past, and I stopped doing that. I'm not selling courses anymore. I'm just teaching for free because I feel like all information should be free. So I'm going to always continue teaching for free on YouTube and whatever other platform might emerge that would make sense for me to teach on. And then if you want ongoing help and you want to have access to a community of people that are going to help each other and have access to a private network of just entrepreneurs, then that is Alphapreneur. So that is how to continue on this journey with myself and everybody else that is here and that are members as well. So now what I want to do is jump over to live Q&A. So if you have any questions pertaining specifically to how to create content for a membership site, nothing else, just how to create a content for how to create a content. That would be crazy if you had a membership site that was just one piece of content. That'd be actually brilliant. But how to create content for a membership site, let me know. Just put a Q in the chat with your question, and then I will answer your question. And then once we get through a few questions, I'm going to do a winner announcement for a free prize, and then we're going to call it a day. And then I'm going to be already preparing for tomorrow's live stream because tomorrow is going to be a big one. So let me take a look here in the chat, and the friendly marketer is David Stafford Jones, because he's a David Stafford Jones, aka Friendly Marketer. He is an Alphapreneur for life. Thank you so much. How can I be a founding member of Alphapreneur? All you do is just go to alphapreneur.com and sign up. Kevin, I'm an Alphapreneur member. Does PR work? Question from Dan. Does PLR work long term? Yes, I know some individuals that have membership sites, and all of their content on their membership sites is PLR content, and they have dozens of membership sites. So they have a portfolio of membership sites, and all it is PLR content, because what they do is they go out there and buy PLR content because it's already written, it's already structured, it's already in books that are like chapters and all that, and they just copy all the content out of the books and then go put it up on a pretty membership site. So it's like they take existing content and make it pretty. It's kind of what they do. So yes, PLR does work long term, absolutely. Desi says lifetime VIP member. Thank you so much. Mitty says I'm a member. Terry says Chris does answer all your questions in Alphapreneur. I do. I mean, that's my social network that I built for all of you. So I was sick of Facebook. I was sick of LinkedIn and all these places that every time I logged on, I was either being spammed. My inbox was just filling up with junk. I was being DM'd every second I was on the platform. Whenever I was looking just through my news feed, I was seeing pictures of, my grandma's cat and then, my friends' kids and they're at the park. And I can't get into the mindset of just work and business and trying to be inspired and trying to be motivated. And no one ever built anything like that, like a network just for entrepreneurs, just to help us all really, get from, where we are right now to where we want to be and really propel ourselves to, through that journey as fast as possible. So I'm going to build it. I do answer all questions because I am an Alphapreneur all the time, answering all the questions that I can. Derek says, how many membership sites do you recommend at one time with mini course and do recommended mini courses with the site? So I would actually, my mic keeps falling down. Sorry about that. I got to get a new mic stand. This one is not working like I want it to. Oh, sorry. Hang on a second. Live stream difficulties. Okay. So I recommend starting with one membership site and then setting a goal on your one membership site, like how many members do you want to get, and set a realistic goal on how many members you want to get, and then get it to that goal. So you're only focusing on one place at a time. And then once you get it to your goal that you want to get it to, then I recommend hiring individuals to do the work that you are doing on your membership site. So people writing your content, maybe people that are doing designs for your content, people that are marketing your content. So everything is just running completely on its own. Then and only then would I go create a second membership site. So you can have as many as you want. At one point, I had 14 membership sites that I had in my portfolio all running simultaneously before I sold the company. Karen says, can we use content on Alphapreneur to promote Alphapreneur? Not really. I don't recommend it. For instance, I know somebody that was actually called out inside the community that is that's promoting Alphapreneur as an ambassador, and she is downloading my YouTube videos and then uploading them on her YouTube channel, acting as if they are hers. that is not okay. So no, don't copy my content and then go promote it as your own, like it's your own content, and then promote Alphapreneur. That's not okay. Doc, is there a problem with duplicate content? No, I've never. That's like this weird term that so many people get hung up on, duplicate content, but I never have any problems with duplicate content myself, especially with PLR content, because you can tweak it however you want. And then most people do. You don't really just buy PLR content and then just copy and then paste it up on a membership site. You might tweak a paragraph or add a couple paragraphs, or you add some images to complement it, or add some infographics to complement it. And that's so I never have a problem with duplicate content. No. Sue says, when using PLR content, do the search engines recognize as not unique and rank your site lower? No, I never had that problem. Dan says, I use PLR articles to make PowerPoint audio videos, which work very well. Yeah, that is a fantastic thing to do. Duplicate content question. Yeah, I never have any problems with duplicate content, especially this PLR content. If you take it and then put it on Ghost and then you add some visuals and all that with it, people they're going to look at you as the authority. Carlton, how many articles, free and paid, do you suggest to have before before you launch a membership site? I would say 10. I used to do more, but now it's 10. And even with the new Health Confidential that I'm doing with moving over to Ghost, I'm going to do just 10. I'm going to have 10 on there that are related to weight loss, and then I'm going to start running ads and all that to it. So just start with 10. And I would recommend those 10 would be one wagon wheel. So have one flagship piece of content that is your free content, and then have at the bottom of that have like 9 related articles, or if you want to do 11 total, you could have 10 related articles, and then you have that little mini sales pitch at the bottom of your free piece of content. So you're driving all of your traffic and all of your focus to that one really amazing, helpful piece of content. And then if people want all the related content at the bottom, then that's when they need to click it through and go become a member. And that's really going to help you out with getting customers, because also you're going to be focused. You're going to be focused on really making the best content you could possibly make, and people are going to love it, and that's just going to help you get people in. Thomas says you can use Fiverr with PLR as well. Yeah, you absolutely can. Dan says you need a boom mic operator. I know. I even bought this really nice boom mic that I was so proud of. It looks nice. I might just have it. It looks like it's stretched out too far, so I might need to move the base of it closer because it's attached to my desk. I need to move the base closer, and then it'll kind of, I don't know, with the way of, I guess, gravity and weight and counterbalancing. Maybe I'd have the counterbalancing off. Jamie says, can you talk about PLR duplicate? Again, don't worry about the duplicate content. I'm just going through, and if you ask a question once, don't ask it again. I'm just going through and answering them as they come through the chat. Can we have a template to help us put together a tried and tested method of to be authoritative and keep them interested? Really, there is no really template, because every industry is different. Like if I took the time to write a template on like based off of Health Confidential, and then you're in the dog training industry, or you're in the, I don't know, the cat market, it's not going to relate. So there is really no tried and true template. The rule of thumb and what you should live by is make your content problem solution based. So all the pieces of content and all the articles that you create need to solve people's problems. They don't need to be inspiring. They shouldn't be inspiring. They should not be like, oh, wow, I've never seen this before. Like, that's not the type of content you want for a membership site, especially to convert visitors to members. You need to identify people's problems that people have in your industry, solve those problems through content, and then let them know if they want more to continue. Oh, and by the way, inside of Ghost, and like how I showed you how that long form piece of content is really long and lengthy and meaty, you could do the same thing with video. So you don't have to necessarily even have, you don't have to do written content if you don't want. You could make your whole membership site video based. So what I mean by that is if you go back, let's say right now I'm in Ghost. If I go create a new post, I'll say video post. And where it says begin writing your post, see this plus sign? I could click on that plus sign, and then there's all these other things that you can do. So you can actually embed like a YouTube video. If you have, let's say you're putting your video somewhere else like Wistia or Vimeo and you have embed code, you could embed it with an HTML block. So you could make like just one video, and that's like a super, let's say a 20-minute, like really long, helpful video. Then below that video would be your sales copy. So if for the ongoing content. So you would have a long video, then right below it, you could, let's say I had, instead of all this stuff that you see that's just all content about keto, if you want, you could just put all of that in a nice video if you prefer to do video. That is, you don't have to do video. I just know there's some people out there that would rather do video. You can do that, and then below the video, it would just say, ready to give keto a try? Wait. And then this is your copy to sell them on all the other videos that you have. And then when they click through to watch one of the other videos, you're just making it where that content is gated. And again, I cover that in the previous live stream I've done, so I'm not going to teach that now. But yeah, it's I know there wasn't even a question about video, but I wanted to make sure that I got that clear. Would you recommend getting some PLR courses to get started, perhaps tweaking them? Yes, if you just want to get started, I recommend doing PLR just because it's easy. It's super cheap. Everything's all formatted and organized for you. And a lot of the PLR stuff is structured to be sellable already. So like you saw when I searched keto PLR, then there was like one book that was like a 30-day plan. Well, that 30-day plan, a lot of people sell 30-day plans for like $47 and all that. But if you have a full 30-day plan is like the center of your wagon wheel, and you just list out all 30 days in one post, and then at the very bottom of that 30-day plan, then you have all these other related articles, you could totally do that. And also, just to kind of take a deeper dive, this is why I love live Q&A, because I like to not only answer your questions, but I like to give you like live examples and just kind of riff and just go back and forth on some ideas. So an idea is, if I was going to build a whole membership site right now around keto, or a health membership site, and keto would be my first wagon wheel, what I would do is I would just type in keto PLR, and then I would find, a place that has a lot. Like, I don't like to buy from multiple places. I would just buy from like one place that has a lot of books. So this one is like Ketogenic Diet 101. And this is 87 pages. That 87 pages of content you did not have to create, and you can buy it right now for like $12.99. But if you come down, let's see if this one has it. Yeah. So this one is showing you all of the chapters. So you could literally just take like this one book, and then your entire wagon wheel is inside of this one book. So you could basically take chapter 1, what is a ketogenic diet, benefits of keto, control blood sugar. Chapter 3 is keto and cancer. So when you go and looked at Health Confidential, where was I? Let's go take a look at the detailed beginner's guide. So if you were looking at the detailed beginner's guide, see how it says like, what is a ketogenic diet? The different types of ketogenic diets that can help you lose weight. If you were wanting to recreate this in PLR format, you would buy a book where like, what is ketogenic diet? That would be a section. Benefits of ketogenic diet, then here's benefit. Then the chapter 3, keto diet and cancer, that would be your next section. Then all the things, keto diet and epilepsy, that'd be another one. What food do I eat? Keto diet for rapid weight loss. So this whole book, it would be 86 pages, one article, like 86 pages worth of content. And you make it free. You make the whole thing free. But then at the very bottom, that is where you come back. Like now that we're on the PLR store, I'm just going to type in keto. And then what I would do is I would come through and then find, so that was the ketogenic diet, ketogenic diet 101. So that $12.99 would be my flagship center of my wagon wheel. But then I would buy all these others, like the keto cookbook, the bulletproof keto diet, maybe some others. There's not a ton on this site, but there's some sites that have just an unbelievable amount of them. And then I would go buy like 9 or 10 other books, and then make those all the paid pieces of content. So all my content is already really done for me. Yeah, Werner says, please listen to this advice. Easy to get lost in too much content development when you're starting out. Yes, I agree. Roy, do you recommend I run my membership site with the ClickFunnels premium program? No. No. Don't ever do that. ClickFunnels is trying to be everything for all things, and it's not. ClickFunnels is good if you're building a sales funnel to sell something. That's all ClickFunnels is for. If you want, they're trying to say you can build an email list with ClickFunnels. You can build a membership site with ClickFunnels. You can do this with ClickFunnels. ClickFunnels, you can build a sales funnel. That's what it's for. If you want a membership site and you want to build a membership site in like 2020, like with the best technology and the best of everything right now, you want to use ghost.org. And that is built for membership sites, built for subscription, built for showing you everything I'm showing you. And you just go watch the previous live stream and you'll see what I mean. Mitty says, yeah, one wagon wheel on point. Alistair says, I'm a member. Thank you, Alistair. Lou says, how many sites can you have with a ghost.org account? Only one. That's my answer. Only one. Karen says, if I'm promoting your membership site through ClickBank and I'm trying to sell your membership program, you have the most powerful content to help me choose someone who's viewing your... Then you got cut off there. Ted, at some point would be nice to see how you research a topic. So I've done that. I actually show you how to do that. So if you go into Alphapreneur, so alphapreneur.com, go sign up if you've not done so already, log in, go to the courses section, and then find the membership method course. Click on the membership method course, and then come down. There is, it is the step 10, content research. Actually, step 9 and 10, content mapping and content research. Those two steps will walk you through how to do all of the research on a topic using like software that will just knock you on the floor. It blow your mind, the kind of stuff that you can do research-wise. So you would just click on step 10, content research, and it will take you. This video is a 54-minute video that I've done all about content research for a membership site, and it's inside of Alphapreneur. All you do is just go to Alphapreneur and become a member. Go to the courses section, go to membership method, and then there's your content research. Daily Startup Fix, nice copy, Chris. Dangle that line. I like that. Dangle that line. I should make sure it says that. Dangle that line. He's referring to. I use a fishing analogy a lot whenever I'm talking about sales copy. I'm just looking at the time real quick because I got to make sure we don't go too long or else YouTube will cut me off. Sue says, do you find that membership sites with videos are more popular at better conversions than with just articles? It depends on how good your videos are. I mean, if your videos are just mind-blowing helpful and what you can do is better done through video than articles, then yeah, do videos. Like if you're doing something hands-on or like tutorial based, then yeah, do a video. Like where if you're showing your computer screen, like click here, do this, here's how to use, like if you're lynda.com, Linda Wyman got started, built her site up to hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars a month in recurring revenue and then sold for like $1.7 billion with a B to LinkedIn. She started her website, all video tutorials about like how to use Microsoft Excel, how to use Microsoft Word, all that kind of stuff. So if you're doing something very tutorial where it's more visual than it is reading material, then that's when a video membership site would work well. And then Ghost, you can do a video membership site with Ghost. You just make one video, your content that's free, and then all the other articles that you're going to put below it saying that here's all the videos you need to continue on this journey. And then they click on those and then it takes them where it's like, oh, you got to be a member. Oh, you got to be a member. Then they're going to become a member because you just blew their mind and over delivered with one video. So, Mara, should the site be broad? Should be broad in general or more focused? Broad and general. And if you go again back into Alphapreneur, if you've not done so already, go to alphapreneur.com, sign up. Go to courses, go to membership site, and then where I talk about the 2020 method, you want to watch step 5, which is the 2020 method. And that'll walk you through how broad over being focused. Terry, do you use a blueprint for your launch methods? No, I actually don't launch anything. I don't believe in doing product launches. I don't believe in building up all this false scarcity and then, saying that the doors are open, now the doors are closed, and oh wait, we're gonna open up for a few more people. Like I don't believe in that. That's all mind games to try to get your money. So I don't like to do that. Desi, can you have one website with 7 related wagons? Yeah, so that's what I'm doing with Health Confidential. So Health Confidential, I've already have hundreds of articles on Health Confidential, but it's actually on WordPress right now, and I've got to get them all over onto Ghost, which I just got to do. But I'm spending so much time on Alphapreneur because Alphapreneur is all I'm focusing on right now. Health Confidential has been on my to-do list for a long time to move over to Ghost. I'm going to be doing it slowly. But it's going to have like mini wagon wheels. I'm going to have, and actually you can actually see them if you go to, you can see the wagon wheels. If you go to, again, this is all on WordPress. I don't recommend building on WordPress just because it's so outdated and the plugins are so outdated compared to what you can do with Ghost and the simplicity of what you can do with Ghost and how much more beautiful things look on Ghost. But for instance, like all these would be my wagon wheels, like diabetes, disease, healing, medical, memory, nutrition, remedies, sleep, vision, weight loss, everything. Like it's these are all articles that I would recommend building wagon wheels around. So yeah, don't have one website that is just a wagon wheel. Like you want to have one website with multiple wagon wheels on it. Jamie says, use Fiverr and PLR. How? So check this out. So you go to Fiverr and type in, I don't know if you can just type in keto PLR. Let's try. But you would do the same search like you would on Google. So type in keto PLR and take a look at this. So here, instead of going into like these PLR websites, this person will give you 4 PLR keto cookbooks with covers for $5. 4 PLR cookbooks. This person will give you 300 keto recipes and diet plans, $10. This person will give you $350 worth of diet and nutrition articles for $5. This person will give you a 1-week keto diet plan, $5. So you can buy all the content that you need, like on, all over the place. You could go to Google and find PLR websites, or you could go to Fiverr, which for those of you who don't know Fiverr, it's where you can go to just people that do things they're like gigs, like small services. They are pretty much getting PLR stuff and then reselling them to you, which is fine. Sue, can you do a training session on converting PLR to video and how and where to post it, Vimeo or YouTube? The best I could, it would be more, not necessarily how to convert PLR to video, but I'll wrap my mind around what the best topic would be for that. That wouldn't be the best one because people that wouldn't be interested in PLR would not watch that video. So something about, just how to make XYZ type of video or something like that, using the software that I use. Yeah, I'll come up with something. But as far as like where to post it, what I would recommend doing is posting the videos to YouTube and then setting them to be unlisted so they don't show up on YouTube. And then when you go into Ghost, you just click the plus button and then click YouTube, and it's going to ask for the YouTube embed URL. You embed it, and then if it's set to unlisted, then they're not going to be able to go like find it elsewhere and think that, if that makes sense. So I don't want, because I know I'm running out of time, so I don't want to, I can't do a whole training on it right now, but I will come up with something for you. Terry, why is PLR so cheap? Is it high quality info? It's because one piece of content they resell to multiple people. So it's not like one piece of content to one person and then now they got to go make something else. That's why it's cheap. Because and the content's good. I mean, there's some PLR that's kind of crappy, but it's so cheap, it's worth gambling and just buying a bunch of PLR stuff and then using it as your foundation. Man, my nose is itching. This is a bad time for allergies and live streaming where you're itching your nose on live. But it's it's just cheap because so many people buy it and buy the same stuff. And most people don't know what they're doing with PLR, and you now do. So hopefully that helped. Lou, PLR secret you just gave is gangsta. You're welcome. I love dropping bombs with you guys. Desi, can you incorporate those articles from your membership into mailing them from Ghost? Yes, you can. And I'm gonna answer like 3 more questions because we are I need to start wrapping things up and get a getting, because that's something my mom says. You got to get a getting, not get going. You got to get a getting, because I need to get a getting so I have to take a car in to get service. I got to drop it off, and it's raining and storming out, which I hate driving in the rain and storm. But I got to drop a car off to get service. Then I got to come back and start preparing for tomorrow's live stream, which is all about conversation marketing for not just membership sites, but it's going to be for anything. Desi says, wow, we have access. This inside is stunning. Yep. If you need anything related to membership sites or anything like that, or watch other content and you like this video, just go to alphapreneur.com, become a member, go in and just have fun. Sue says, is there a software app that you recommend that converts PLR content to video? No, there's no specific software that does it. I'll tell you a really good software program to just make video, like all in one program that makes video for you. That is not, you have to do it with like Keynote and then recording your screen and all that kind of stuff, is called, I think it's called Promo. Slide.ly, I think it is. Yeah. So it's, so you can build a video with slides all in one platform using a platform called Promo, but it's actually, you find it by going to slide.ly. So slide.ly, and then try this out. And it basically gives you the ability to make really cool like videos that are all content based.
You need great marketing.
It's too loud. So yeah, slide.ly, and it's in relation to this brand called Promo. So check that out if you're looking for software to kind of make some videos. Terry says, I've been studying this stuff for over 20 years, and they've all been so complicated that I would just stop. Then I found Chris last year, and I've been following his trainings ever since. Thank you, Terry. Desi says, so stoked about the wagon. That's awesome. Kevin says, exactly, Terry. He's a guru that doesn't call himself one, doesn't try to keep squeezing nickels out of us. Yeah, I'm not squeezing nickels out of anybody anymore. I was doing the webinars and selling courses like all the other guys out there because I have really good stuff to teach. And I was like, I'm going to make a business around teaching what I know. And I did that and made a lot of money doing it. But I felt so bad because there's so many people that I was not able to help because I was charging too much for my stuff. So I'm like, moving forward, I'm just going to teach for free for the rest of my life. And I'm having so much fun doing this. I was not having fun making the videos for the course that I was selling for $1,500 and up, because the squeezing nickels out is like the best phrase that like gets under my skin and makes my blood boil, because that's kind of how I felt selling a course. And that, I'm sure that's what other experts and quote unquote gurus do, and how they feel. But man, it was the worst feeling in the world. So I stopped doing it. And now I'm just teaching for free every day of the week on YouTube, having the most fun of my life if I've ever had teaching. Having a live audience is incredible because then you're asking questions. It's allowing me to teach even more stuff that I wasn't even planning on teaching. So, I mean, yeah, you got to just know what you're doing, first of all. And luckily for all of you, I've been doing this kind of stuff for 21 years. So I do have a resource and a tip and a trick and a technique for just about everything that you need to know. And if I don't, I'll be able to give you some suggestions on where to go to find it. But just teaching for free and then letting people know if they want help and want feedback on applying what I'm teaching, well, that I can't do for free for everybody because there would be tens of thousands of people that want my personal advice. That I can't do for free because I wouldn't be able to help everybody. So that's why I built Alphapreneur and made it a private social network. And then inside of there, I can go in there and then I am able to give my time to all of you to give you answers and help you out and guide you when you're applying what it is that I'm teaching. And that is like the best thing I've ever done. And I wish I would have done this like 15 years ago, not 4 weeks ago. Don says, we love you, Chris. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm just reading through the chat. And good. So we are caught up with live Q&A. So what I'm going to do now, well, just so you know, for those of you that are here now, just so you know what's coming tomorrow, I am going to, if you go and take a look at, again, you go into alphapreneur.com, you go to courses, you go to the membership method, and there's 292 of you that enrolled. Thank you for that. So then you go in here, and then the publishing strategy is what I'm doing now. So when this recording is all done and live on YouTube, I'm going to put it in here so you have it neatly organized with everything else. Tomorrow I'll be doing conversation marketing, and it's not going to be just about for membership sites. It's going to be all kinds of crazy conversation strategies that you can do to promote anything, to get anyone to buy anything. It's going to be a lot of fun. So that's tomorrow. And then the next day I'm going to talk about Pinterest again. I talked about Pinterest on a couple live streams before, but I just want to circle back and talk about it again for membership sites. So that is what's going to be like this week, is finishing up this. So then I'm done with membership method, because that's been like lingering in the back of my mind forever. Was I had to finish this content. So I'm finishing it this week, and then membership method is done inside of Alphapreneur. And now it's just like I'm pressing my foot all the way down to the metal. And then we're going to have a lot of fun with just all the other stuff I want to teach and share, and things I'm discovering with future live streams for Alphapreneur. So that is kind of the future, by the way, of what's happening this week and future live streams. Never spending another dime except on Chris's suggestions. Thank you so much. Okay, so for those of you that are new, or you're watching this and you've never seen what I do before, it's pretty interesting, right? Totally different than probably what you're used to. And if you enjoyed today's talk, since I am not charging for this, and I will never charge for these, all I ask for, I call it like social currency. So instead of like actual physical monetary currency, nickels and dollars and all that kind of stuff, social currency is, if you can, leave a comment below this video. If you're here live, you can't do it live. You got to come back and refresh this page where this video is on YouTube in like an hour, and then you'll have the ability to leave a comment. Leave a comment and just let me know what you thought of this live stream, like this live stream specifically, and the way that I teach and the training and all that, because that's what empowers me and inspires me to keep doing this. I read everybody's comment every morning after breakfast, and then I pick a comment and I give someone a prize every day on a live stream. So I'm going to do that right now. And then also, if you can, share this YouTube video with a friend that you think would enjoy today's talk, that would enjoy today's talk, because sharing is caring, and really the only way to grow this movement and really get the word out there about what I'm doing is just by word of mouth. That's how I want to grow this. So that is kind of my ask for if you enjoyed today's talk. And then this is a winner's wall of everyone that has left comments previously on previous live streams. Every day I pick one person and give them a prize. So today I'm going to pick one person, and they're going to get added to the winner's wall. And I know that one person is here right now because you were super active in the chat. So thank you for being super active in the chat. And today's winner is Desi Reed. So Desi, if you are in the live chat, actually I know you're in live chat because I just saw you said thank you so much. So hopefully you were still here. So Desi, yesterday on yesterday's live stream, said, "Thank you for today's session on creating membership site to produce passive income. The ease in your delivery of content is commendable, even when I watch in fear for you that you might break something," because I get close to breaking a lot of things. "You are calm, real, and genuine. After all this is live, it really shows your passion to share and fully offload your years of experience building profitable businesses online. You really live that way and give tremendous blessings that await you for purely inspiring others to succeed." Is backed by Zig Ziglar's famous quote, which I loved Zig Ziglar. I still love all of his stuff. "You can have anything in life you want if you help enough other people get what they want," which I do live by that. "Thank you for saving us from buying another shiny course, which sits unapplied. With strategies you're giving us, we can fully analyze the model we pursue without the huge financial investment to then learn that is not a fit. Keep keeping on. You have a fan base that is growing." So thank you so much, Desi, for that. And thank you for being here live. Desi saying social currency, LOL. Yeah. So you are the winner. And by the way, you have you've got a fan club here, Desi. So we have Jamie. says, congrats, Desi. Terry, I love the term social currency. Dan, congrats, Desi. Liz, yeah, Desi. Magnus, congrats. Telly, congrats. Thomas, congrats, Desi. Don, congrats. So, I mean, you've got a nice fan club here. So, Desi, what I need from you, Desi says, I'm so thrilled. So what I need from you, Desi, is I need you to send me your mailing address, and just email me your mailing address, your physical mailing address. Send an email to support@alphapreneur.com with your mailing address, because what you win today, Desi, is one of my favorite books by the man of John Caples, which is one of the best one of the best copywriters in the world. And it's called this is the book that I'm going to send you. It's called How to Make Your Advertising Make Money. So this is, and this, you can see, this is a really nice sized book. This is actually a perfect with what we are doing right now. What we talked about today with creating content for your membership site. So just to read you, I'm going to read you like what you're going to get in this book, which, by the way, anyone that wants to buy this book, go to Amazon and just search How to Make Your Advertising Make Money, because it's going to help you become a better marketer and a better copywriter to be able to write better articles for your membership site that is going to get more members. So this book, Desi, you're going to learn the secrets of successful advertising, 12 ways to find advertising ideas, 3 famous case histories, how to get ideas from brainstorming, 303 words and phrases that sell, how to write sentences that sell, sales appeals that last forever, how to write headlines that make money, how to use stories to sell products, tips on copywriting, how editorial style ads can bring increased sales, how to write sales letters that make money, how direct response can help advertisers make money, ways to improve your copy, how to write radio commercials that get action, how to apply mail order know-how in writing TV commercials, and then summing up my success secrets that I've learned in 50 years. That is what you're going to learn from John Caples. So John, you are, and Desi says, you guys are so wonderful. You are all wonderful. Literally everybody here is amazing for showing up live and just being so active in the chat. Because again, if you did not show up live and you were not active in the chat, I wouldn't be here today. I would, I don't know what I'd be doing. I would still try just like be biting my teeth and gritting my teeth and just recording videos, but doing it without an audience. And doing it with an audience is so much more fun. And I thought I was so terrified of doing these live streams for 14 years, and I'm finally doing them, and I'm really enjoying them. So I'm going to keep doing this as long as there is as long as there's an audience, as long as there's people showing up. I'm going to keep showing up every day of the week, and you never know what I'm going to learn, what I'm going to teach you. You never know what you're going to learn. But Magnus says, could you put all the book recommendations within Alphapreneur? Yes. Not only that, but I also want to start doing some book reviews, where I do book reviews and actually bring out my iPad and then like do handwritten notes and everything. And we do live stream sessions where we like go through these books together, and I share like the things that I like about these books. So yes, I will put book recommendations inside of Alphapreneur, but I'm also going to take it a step further and then do book like reviews and all kinds of stuff. As I said, this is so amazing. So cool. So make sure that you send me your mailing address so I can get this book off to you. And you are now added to the winner's wall, Desi. So thank you so much. And then again, for all of you that are still watching, if you enjoyed today's talk, be sure to come back, leave a comment, and share this video with a friend that you think will enjoy today's talk. And as always, just thank you again for being live. And hopefully I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys. Have a great day.